This tutorial is intended to provide you with a basic overview of how to go about transferring the existing citations you have saved in Refworks into your new Mendeley account. In order to begin, the first step of this process will be, of course, to go ahead and log into your existing Refworks account, the link to which is provided in the lower right-hand corner of the library's website. When exporting your references from Refworks to be then uploaded into your new citation manager, there are two main ways to go about doing this. The first is that you can go through and individually select the resources that you wish to transfer into your new citation manager. You can do this by either selecting all of the resources in one fell swoop, or you can in fact go through and select items individually to transfer over only the resources you want to continue to hold on to. The second way you can go about transferring over your resources is to go ahead and select, if you have already created any pre-existing folders, you can select an individual folder that you are interested in transfer over, and so that you can keep whatever existing organization system you have in place. Once you have selected either the individual resources you wish to transfer over or the folder you wish to transfer into your new citation manager, you can then go to this top white bar across the top of your screen and select Share. Once there, you will want to go ahead and select that you would like to export your references. Once you have reached this stage, it will ask you for two different pieces of information. The first is it will ask you again where it is that you are wanting to export your references from. In this case, since I went ahead and selected one of my pre-existing folders, it has automatically populated that I want to select all of the references that are contained within that folder. After this, it will ask you to indicate what file format you would like your citations to be downloaded as. For the purposes of uploading from Refworks into Mendeley, it would appear that Mendeley works best if you select either the file format bibtex or you select to download your resources in the RIS format. Once you have selected the file format that you wish to export your citations in, you can then go ahead and actually export those citations. Once you have done this, if you've done it successfully, you should expect at the top of your screen to see a green bar indicating how many references you successfully exported from Refworks. You should also expect to see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen that that file has actually downloaded to your computer. At this point, once you have successfully exported those citations from Refworks, you will need to then go to Mendeley to either sign in to your existing account or to go ahead and create a free account for you to use. Once you have successfully created your free account, you should be prompted to log in using a screen such as this. At which point you will be then taken to your main page of your Mendeley account. In order to actually upload your new citations, you will have to travel to your library, which at this point in time you should not expect to see any documents in. In the left-hand column of this library page, you can see a blue Add button at the top of the screen. Once in here, you can see that there are multiple options for how you can go about importing your citation files into Mendeley. And as you can see, it does include both the bibtext and the RIS file formats, which were two of those options that Refworks gave you as to how you could go about exporting those files. In my particular case, I did go ahead and export my files as an RIS file, so I will of course select that and select the file that I had downloaded from Refworks. At this point, your citations should populate into Mendeley fairly quickly, and as you can see, they have appeared here in the center of my screen. And this is the point at which you would, of course, want to go through and actually check on those citations to make sure that they have, in fact, imported all of the relevant information correctly into Mendeley. As you can see, by adding, just as I have by selecting import and the file type, it has simply added all of these resources into one collective list that is stored in my library. It does not appear at this point in time that Mendeley will let you directly import those resources and send them automatically to a new folder that you have created. However, Mendeley does make it fairly simple to go ahead and organize the resources that you have imported into folders. you can simply select all of the resources that you want to include in a folder, and you can add it to whatever folders that you have already gone ahead and created for your library. In this case, I've created one that simply states demo video. As you can see, all of those citations are now included in the folder demo video. However, an important thing to note is that if I return to that main list of all of my documents, you cannot then delete these files from the all documents list and only have them in the demo video folder. If you delete them from this list, it will delete them from the folder as well. So this is an important difference to note between how Mendeley goes about allowing you to organize your files versus how Refworks or some of the other citation managers will allow you to store and organize and arrange your files. Another important thing you are going to want to pay attention to as you are importing your citations from Refworks into Mendeley is that Mendeley will not receive any attachments that you have added to any of the citations you have in Refworks. So if you are a person who uses the attachment feature, you've added PDFs, you've added notes, you've added some other items as an attachment onto your citations, those attachments will not automatically transfer from Refworks into Mendeley. You will have to go in and manually add those attachments back to the citation yourself. So this is again to emphasize the importance of going through and making sure that you double check your citations to ensure that all of the relevant information that you need has properly transferred into your new citation manager. That being said, this has been a very brief tutorial on how to go about properly exporting your citations from Refworks into your new Mendeley account, which is again one of those free citation platforms that we are recommending to you in replacement for your existing Refworks account. If you have any questions at any point of this process, do not hesitate to reach out to the library or to your liaison librarian, and we will be able to help guide you as we make this transition from Refworks into using these new platforms. That being said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you.